Hey, Lowco sports fans, we are live, fully mobile tonight on the Lowco Pigskin live recap tonight here from Charleston Southern, where Patrick Henry just finished off the day with a 35-28 win over Lee Academy to complete a great day of football in the Lowco, or for the Lowco here in Charleston, with Hilton Head Christian Academy winning earlier today, and then Patrick Henry finishing off the day. Last year we came up here and went 0-2. This year we come up and go 2-0. It feels a lot better driving home.
Oh, yeah, smiles on my face. And, man, I am just so happy for both these teams, especially this group of Patrick Henry kids, for what they're able to do. It didn't look good early on. Went down a couple of scores, and certainly, things were going the other way. But, man, this group, it's just something special to see that fight and that competes. And they used all 48 minutes of this ball game, show that they're the more physical, more talented team, and it showed up on the scoreboard. And man, this is the first time I've been able to watch this Patrick Henry team live, and my God, Hugh Ferry, Forrest Ferry, absolute rock stars. Michael Tucker Math is making plays everywhere. That defensive line really showed up late to close the door, and then Ferry was just Ferry, both of them. They got the job done.
Yeah, and, TJ Johnson really stepped up and made some big plays in the passing game. And Rylan Brunson even gave him some yeoman's work on the ground. And but like you said, that defense, I think the question at halftime was, I think Patrick Henry's going to be able to score plenty of points to win this game, but can they stop him once? And we weren't sure. And they stopped him like 3 times down the stretch. So really stepped up. Forrest Ferry with a big pick. They forced a fumble as well. And Nathan Corley, who's been out for much of the season, number 75, coming up with some huge plays on defense down the stretch.
He was racking up a couple of sacks near the end. And, my God, it was really that entire defensive line. He was at the forefront, but they were all playing like dogs out there and motivated to make some stops to win them this state championship. That was really the only question, as you said. Number 3, West, had his way early for Lee Academy, and they just came up with all the big plays to extend the drives. Patrick Henry was close to stopping them, and then they were able to shut down these last 3 possessions to close the door and bring the trophy back to Estill and Hampton County.
Yeah, and I know a lot of Hurricanes fans were pulling for it. Actually, I saw Hezzy here tonight, Hezekiah Abram, who coming off a big win for the Hurricanes last night over Andrew Jackson to advance to the lower state finals against Oceanside next week. And, really, it was really cool to see all the Patrick Henry folks who came out to cheer for Hampton County last night, and then to see all the support from the Hampton County people for Patrick Henry tonight. Man, these stands were packed. I don't know if anybody's back home in Estill, but if you are, let anybody left in town know that Patrick Henry got it done, because, man, this place was packed with Patrick Henry fans tonight.
It was a party out there when that final buzzer hit, and the fans showed out, both Hilton Head Christian Academy fans and Patrick Henry, but I think this was such a monumental night for especially this squad.
Yeah, we got a little video bomber. I appreciate him asking permission to jump into our feed. I do appreciate that. Not everybody needs to be doing that now. We are going to get some guests on here shortly, though, as soon as they get done with all the requisite photos, group photos of every possible combination of people that come with the state championship. But, Wes, you were here for the Hilton Head Christian. All right, hey, we're doing a live show, guys. Let's chill. People want to hear what we have to say, believe it or not. You were here earlier for the Hilton Head Christian Academy game. I was at the USCB basketball game, which is actually maybe more exciting because HHCA was kind of in command throughout this one. They won it 28-6.
I will say it was just 7-0 game at halftime.
That's true.
It was in doubt early on. Hilton Head Christian Academy's defense was absolutely huge, although otherwise this could have been a different game.
Right.
They made 2 important red zone stops, 4th down stop, and then forced a missed field goal. But, I mean, you talk about the leadership of guys like Crosby and Zane Wilson and even those – Tucker Tivapar, he was making plays out there in the secondary. And then Reed McCollum, man, has he been a blessing in every which way for that Hilton Head Christian Academy defense. And then Dylan Clark really stepped up. And they were motivated to start that second half. They got the ball, and just a few plays later, quick screen, Toddy Mansell takes the house, and at that point, they got it. They got it. There was no denying Hilton Head Christian Academy at that point. Forced fumble on the next series. and then they punched it again. But Dylan Clark was sensational. He found running lanes all night or all afternoon. The offensive line did a terrific job, especially in that second half. They'll close the deal. But, man, I mean, the holes were open, but man, the quickness and elusiveness that he had out there, it's not at a level you see very often. And that guy was just dialed in. And great to see because, Dylan Clark last year, certainly I think he left a lot on the table, especially in the playoffs. But to do what he did here in this final game, absolutely electric. And, the dynasty continues. 3 titles in 4 years for Ron Paducci's Eagles.
Yeah. Is it 3 and 4 now or 3
They won
and
in
5?
2020, 21,
yeah, I
and
can't keep track
23. Yeah.
It's been a good run, to say the least, for Hilton Head Christian. It was a little surprising that they weren't here last year. It felt weird that they weren't here. And that's really a mark of a pretty quality football program, is when it's notable that you don't make it to the state championship game. So
there were some good teams last year too, but and give credit to who they played, because that Wilson Hall team was better than I thought. They dialed in defensively in order to make it tough for Hilton Head Christian. It must have been under 20 passing yards in that first half. Dylan Clark was, until they broke it open in the second. But the DBs were playing well. Hilton Head Christian Academy, they were solid in that front. That front seven was, the centerpiece of why they were able to hold them to this goose egg in that first half. And then the offense really showed itself what it could do. And I think they made a couple adjustments at halftime. I think they got the ball out quicker to the outside. I think they're trying to maybe be a little too fine and big play happy. Dylan Clark was slinging a little bit, as he likes to do. He's a very aggressive quarterback, and that's his nature. But I think, coming out in the second half, I think they just stuck to more fundamental offense.
A little more focused and controlled on offense. And got the job done. It's easy to do that too when you have a couple touchdown lead. You can just kind of settle in and do your thing and feel like you don't have to press. So that's always why it's so important to get off to a good start. Patrick Henry did not get off to a good start tonight. Fell behind 14-0, a pick 6 early, and then a nice drive by Lee. And it was looking kind of bleak, but they really turned the tide before halftime to get within 7, and then came out and tied it up. And then again, it looked like the odds were long late in the game, but they were able to really dig deep there in the fourth quarter, come up with some big stops, and the passing game was tremendous all night long.
Hugh Ferry, bouncing back from the early adversity of that interception, how many big-time throws did he make on third down to extend drives, especially late in that first half? Because it was pressing. They needed to make a response, and they did. And then when he really found his mojo, it was just the question was, can the defense make a couple of stops and break the serve? And they were able to do that. So, and how about Forrest Ferry playing both ways? How fitting that the ball ended up in his hands and the game-winning interception.
Go give me some guests for my live show. All right, I'm sending a showrunner to get us some guests. He'll pick out some good ones for us. We'll see who we end up with. It won't matter because they're all state champions. So we'll be happy to talk to any of them. We definitely want Corley, though. Yeah,
Corley was the spark plug.
Let's see if we can get Corley on here. Sorry about the yelling, y'all.
What a great job by that coaching staff.
Yeah, Michael Tucker, come on. Michael Tucker Mathis, that's a great choice, son. Great choice. Well, once word gets out what's happening here, we'll get some more yes over here, I'm sure. Michael Tucker Mathis joining us now live on Lowco Pigskin, a live recap show. We might have to make this a little bigger for you there, but Michael Tucker, congratulations, man, on the state title and a really hard-fought win tonight. You guys got down early. You've had to play from behind a couple of times this year. Everybody on the sidelines was saying we're a fourth quarter team. So, at what point did you start to feel like, okay, we got this thing?
I knew right when halftime started or right at the end of the second quarter, I said, we're going to win. I told our team, we're winning this. We're better than them. We just got to go out here and put on a dog fight, and we did.
You guys were playing like dogs, and you were making a difference every which way. Tell me about that defense, because that really was a difference those last few drives, being able to make some stops to help you guys pull it off.
The whole defense was just penetrating, getting in there. Like the beginning of the game, I was kind of getting pushed back, and I told myself I gotta get in there and hit and make tackles. And that's what we had to do.
We're trying to get Nathan Corley on here too. He's waiting in the wings. Get in here, Corley. I was like, we're trying to get you in here. Get in here. Get in here.
How's it going? Congratulations.
Gentlemen, congratulations again. And, you know, Corley, what did it mean to you to be able to get out here after missing most of the season?
Well, I've been out since week 3, and I actually got hurt on the very first play.
Go Pats, baby! Let's go! Let's go! I knew as soon as people figured out what was going on here, we'd get a few more guests.
I got hurt the first play of the first drive, the very first time we played Lee this season. So I mean, it was awesome. I don't know. I went to one practice yesterday, and the day before that, and I was just, you know, we were playing. I was just giving it my all, man. That was just. I mean, we really just stepped up. Everybody got each other's backs. I mean, I don't know what more you could have asked for from the team.
This man had an amazing.
Forrest and you. Tell me more about
Absolutely.
this guy. Tell me more about this guy right here.
Oh, what's up, baby? I mean, boss ass. All these guys had my back. Mike T made some great catches. Forrest had that one crazy play. I mean, this is just a great team. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys. It's awesome. I mean, I love the Patriots.
I don't know what's going on with our culture, but I mean, something's definitely brewing.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Never give up.
This is definitely a special group of people that we have.
Yeah, it's
And,
2 state championships in a calendar year.
Yeah, that
That's
baseball
awesome.
mentality carrying over to
Hopefully
football.
I was like, hey, maybe basketball too.
Hopefully
Let's go. Let's go.
Never know.
Never know. Michael Tucker's definitely grown a few inches since last year. He's got a little taller since then. But no, I mean, the defense I thought was really impressive down the stretch. It was tough to get a stop for most of the night, but you guys were able to dig deep in the fourth quarter there and find a way. And most of you guys, I mean, Forrest, you're playing both ways, making plays on defense. Everybody's pretty much playing both ways, right? So, how are you able to find enough in the tank at the end?
You know, sometimes you just gotta bring it on. You know, the coach is saying, you know, play every play like it's your last play. You know, give it all you got every play. I mean, I'm probably not going to play football again for the rest of my life. So, you know, why not bring it all, you know, and come out on top.
I also want to say something too, man. Lee is like a very well coached team.
Really
That
well.
was hard, but I mean, we've been training all season. It's always been in the back of our minds, and I don't think anybody else knew, but like we just knew, man. Like our team was destined.
Coming into the summer, I knew that this team was special.
We
Like,
knew
I'm
we
not
were
just saying
special.
that.
This is a special group of guys, and we just. I mean, I think going out. I don't know what happened in that locker room in the second half, but I mean, we wanted it, and I mean, we showed heart. Congrats, awesome job to Lee. They did amazing.
I'll say another person I want to give a shout out to for a big reason why I think we holding this trophy is offensive coordinator Coach Jackson. I mean,
Absolutely.
he came in and changed the offense. I mean, he let us play to our strengths, and you know, it obviously worked out pretty well. So I'm just very happy. I'm very happy that he was able to come in and just let us play.
And he got to be the head coach for a game too.
Yeah,
He got the job done that night too.
The group of coaches and players. I mean, it was a special team. It was a special year, and I mean, what more could you ask?
Yeah.
You got some pretty amazing fans
Oh,
too.
dude, they're rowdy.
Say, anybody left in Estill?
It's
I
hard.
think Estill was empty tonight.
It's hard to miss them or to not hear them. I mean,
You couldn't ask for a better community, better group of fans.
What-
Like, past 2 nights, Estel's been empty. But yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Hampton County. That's the other thing. Hilton Head Christian Academy also won today, which is
Congrats,
awesome to see.
2-0. 2-0 in the Lowco.
Yeah, very happy for them. Yeah, that was awesome.
What does
Everybody
this
level up.
championship mean for this community and for Hampton County?
I mean, this is my first year like playing football. I mean, I'm just coming on like these guys. Like I think like especially like the seniors and this whole team. Like I said, I mean, we had something special, but I think it was just like. I mean, right here, it's awesome. I mean, look behind us to execute it.
This is something like our school hasn't done in, over 30 years. So, it's something that we'll probably cherish for the rest of our lifetime. Like, it's truly, truly special to this community.
I think it's been 29 because I believe that Mr. Causey told us last night on our live stream from the Hurricane Stadium. He got on there and said, I played for state champs Patrick Henry in 92 and 94, and now my boy's going to win one for Hampton County.
My uncle is the QB on that team, too. Yeah.
Good stuff. There's Coach Wiggins. But, no, congratulations, fella. And how excited are you that
Can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. You're in the show. Everyone can see you and hear you. I can't hear you, man. I did. Congratulations, boys. Great season. Fantastic. What you did, really great. You should be proud. Definitely, I know your school's proud of you, and so was your community. Yep, I don't have no volume. I go like this. I go like this. I can't hear you. I know you're looking at me. What am I doing wrong here?